Good morning friends, myself Today I am going to discuss about ISO 9001:2015. How the rules is implemented. This not only help the food technologists but also from different kind of disciplines, irrespective of technologists, non-technologists, science students, everybody will get help from ISO 9001:2015 rules. As today different industries are depending on ISO rules to develop their industry to another level. So first of all, ISO 9001:2015 base. The base of ISO 9001:2015 is standing on a PDCA cycle. Now what is PDCA? PDCA is Plan, Do, Check, Act. As I noted down here, Plan, Do, Check, Act. This cycle is the base of ISO 9001:2015. So first of all, if we wish to start a company or a entrepreneurship or any company wish to develop a new product, so the first thing is planning. Now, how will I plan? So the first phase of this thing is planning the customer requirement. In today's world, generally we have seen the three levels of customer. First is high level, second is middle level, and third is below economic level. So before developing anything, we need to find the target customer. So based on that, we will input the requirements of that particular customers on my product. So here, first comes the customer requirements. So after getting the customer requirements, I need to imply that the customer requirements on my organizational context. Suppose a big company like Hitachi, Samsung, Godrej, they have already established market. So they have already a target group of people, means customer. But if a new company wish to enter in the market, so the company need to choose whether they target the upper class or the mediocre level or the below economic level. Now depending on that, I will introduce or the company will introduce the product organization context. Like for example, suppose MI is a mobile company. It has started a few years back. When they started, they actually launched a very economical level of mobiles like 6,000, 6,500. But today they have already a set of customers, so they are enhancing their product level and they are selling above 20,000. And same as for Samsung, same as for Hitachi. So when a company starts, they definitely choose a low budget to target and to consume the customer to their company, to attract the customer to their company. So after getting all this data, we need to imply support and operation. Support means the people who will do work in the company, in the retail, in the supply chain management, in the logistics, and the operation. Operations means the machinery need to develop the product. So after this, after the completion of the product, the company will definitely sell it in the market. So in this case, after selling, there is a performance evaluation. Now, how we implement the performance evaluation? Performance evaluation is generally done here by on three data: customer satisfaction, result of QMS, and products and there is also a part of entry in the PDCA cycle. Then come the product services. Suppose in case of ACs or electronics goods, there is a after service. After the customer buy from the market or borrow from the market, there is a after service provided by the company time to time. So after getting the service, we need to give a quote or a feedback from that. How do you like it? How do you promote my company to the others customer that yes, its products is very good, its service is very good. So all these three data we need to get to evaluate the performance of my finished product or completed product. And then after is a check step. Check means performance. After getting all these three data, we need to input it on the check status. That what are we expecting and what are I getting? What are we expecting and what are we getting? Actually in result. Then after this step, there is a step of improvement. Improvement means if a customer says that no, in 1 year I am getting 3 services, so it is better to get a 4 service. Now, if one customer is saying, others customer may support it. If lots of customers is supporting that one service may be increased, or the product warranty may be increased from 1 year to 1.5 years. Then the company will implement it on its policy. That is called the improvement stage. And after the improvement stage, we finally come again to the planning stage. Planning stage means after getting the result of the improvement stage, that is, I am going to introduce all the customer needs again into my company manufacturing policy, and I will implement it in my next planning phase and next production phase. That is how the plan to change and cycle runs every time. And ISO never say continuous development. A continuous development is a slab. Basically, the continuous development is such type. Point A to point B. Rather, ISO says continual development. Now, what is continual development? Continual development is step by step development, like this. Yes. So, in continual development, I will definitely reach to B, but step by step development. Now, what are step by step development? These are the step by step. Result of QMS, products and services, customer satisfaction. My goal on the organizational goal is to reach at this point. I will definitely reach, but in step by step. And the most important part of PDCA cycle is the leadership. After all, in planning, in operation, support, performance evaluation, improvement, we need, and the company need a leadership. The leadership must be promising that the company leadership will provide sufficient support to the persons who are going to develop all these things, or the team who are doing this plan to check that cycles and regularly running it. So the leadership is most important, and time to time the review of the leadership. The review of the leadership is a management review meeting where the present policy, the existing policy is about to discuss, and what the results are we getting and what are the expectations, as I mentioned here, that I go from here to here. So what I am expecting, what the company is expecting. That's why the review meeting is very much essential. That's why the leadership is the most important thing. That's why it is in the middle of the PDCA cycle. And in today's world, earlier in 2008 when implemented, then most of the company products and services in many cases going to third parties or the relevant third parties. So the third party must undertake into the PDCA cycle. That is here in the act. So after the improvement, if I manufacturing a product from third party or a franchise unit, so during after improvement, implementing in my policies the results of performance evaluation, I need to inform the third party. So the third party needs the support from the leadership or the management to develop my focus or my planning, next planning. So the needs and expectation of relevant third parties is most important here in today's world. So third parties, maybe in some cases, in some industries, not all the parts, but a singular parts or one or two parts we are importing from another company. So the another company is depending on the main unit to how they will communicate to them. So the communication mode is very much important in PDCA cycle. If I am not getting properly communicate, I will definitely not provide the proper product to the main company. So the needs and expectation is very much important, because if we fail, the needs and expectation will definitely fail in the organizational context. You will develop a product which is maybe not up to the target level of my organization. So the organization context will definitely fail here. So after all, this is all the PDCA cycle running. And most importantly, PDCA cycle means it never stops. Implementation, evaluation and continual development is running daily. Daily the focus, the customer needs, the customer expectation is changing from different of the industry. Suppose a chalk is a chalk manufacturing company can be under PDCA cycle. Even this chalk. So this is all